Hard day at the office, Sage?
Yeah, I'm pretty low maintenance. This is all the stuff that I require out in the field. Just this. That's all I need. I'm okay. Chip just pulled out his thermos.
Tea time.
It's tea time. We got a little mate going. This is tea for healing, energy, and peace of mind. Well, right on. I'm Sage, and I'm in Jackson Hole right now, and I wanted to just give a little recap of some of the lines that didn't make it into the movie. So in Girdwood, we had found this really good section of sort of big spines, and I wanted to get to this line that was this nice steep ridge. It got really steep at the end, and it was sort of just this long sort of ridge line. I got right up on the ridge. It was really fun skiing. It was nice and steep. As I got down near the bottom, it started to get really steep, and I started to hit rocks where looked like there was plenty of snow, but there was really only like a foot of snow on top of rocks that were like at a 50+ degree angle. So as I come up onto these, I start hitting rocks. I start slowing down and getting scared. And again, it was a line that I wanted to rip from top to bottom, but because of the circumstances, I ended up, having to stop because of the, the gnarliness down there, the rocks. And after I sort of sussed out that I could point it and straight line out of there, I dropped in again, after waiting. The shot's pretty much done anyway, and I go pointing it down, and I totally snag a big rock, go tumbling down. I crash anyways, trying to avoid it, but it was all good. Just another line that sort of worked out. In Girdwood, near the end of our trip, we found this really big spine wall, and there was this really prominent, long, big spine that led to a face. And from the Barbie angle, it looked like it was straight down, but as I got near it, it was like this knife edge ridge that was like a traverse that was almost flat. So I dropped in and tried to make my way out it, and I wasn't sure if it was going to take a long time to get to the end of the knife edge or not, and I ended up going pretty fast. And as I'm skiing down, it's like 50 degrees on both sides, spines and rocks, and I'm just kind of hauling ass down this, ridge line, just totally blind, basically. I can only see from the top where I'm at, 100 yards down to the end of the line, and there's like still 1,800 feet below that I can't see. So as I get to that point, I can see another like 300 feet. And as I get to the end of that 300 feet, I can see another like 800 feet. And then, there was like 4 blind rollovers. So this line was really exciting in that way, that it was many blind rollovers, really long, and lots of different terrain features on it. Started out steep, this cool knife edge ridge. I felt like Luke Skywalker going out the walkway or something, and then it led to this big face that I was able to rip down. It was a really fun line. One that didn't make it into the movie because of its length, but personally it was like a line that was one of the funnest things that I've ever done and most amazing runs that I've ever had. So in Haines, we found this big line, and there was a 2,000 vertical feet. It started out with this big open field that went to a narrow choke, and then I had to cut hard left to get into this section of spines. And basically from the drop-in, I had to beat my slough to that choke and make it around the corner, or else I was going to get sloughed all the way down the mountain. So I drop in, I make it to the choke, I cut in. Right as I cut in, just slough explodes behind my head. Just, I can hear it, I can sense that it's going on. But I'm in the safe spot now. I cut in, and I sort of had spent so much time focused on getting to that crux point that I didn't really focus on the spines after it. Well, I sort of right away started cutting. I cut over the 3 spines like instantly, fell off the 3rd spine, and I realized I was lost, recovered, and just ended up hauling ass, made 3 big turns down to the bottom. It was like the fastest I'd ever descended 2,000 feet. And one of the funnest runs ever. But because the line was sort of, a little bit weird, it didn't make the movie, but still, it was just one of those ones that was so amazing for me that I wanted people to be able to see it.
What happened?
Just trying to freestyle in the backcountry, man. It's not easy. Got a little need of face. And mild concussion is my self-diagnosis. Luckily, here at the heli-op, we have little luxury of having equipment like O2. Normally out in the backcountry, I would just deal with my concussion and try to get out. Here he flew right back, put me on some oxygen to help relieve the concussion, but I'm feeling a lot better now. A little cold.